Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another CDL Live. All you CDL fans out there that have been watching, thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed today's games. Got some Game 4s going on. Starting off with Game 4s. San Jose on the road take on Los Angeles. Of course, LA has a 2-1 series lead. The Storm took Game 1, though. They're looking to get back in the series and tie it up today. Of course, there's other games going on. Washington at Pittsburgh. Their Game 4. Pittsburgh up in that series 2-1. Got St. Louis on the road against Roswell here. St. Louis actually leading the series right now. 2-1 here. Looking to take a 3-1 series lead on the road. I mean, Game 5 and 6, they'll have home turf. Then our other game here, Bradford Brawlers, Buffalo Warriors. Bradford up 2-1. Buffalo back in the series here, looking to split things even at 2. Let's find out what happens. All these games coming up on our August 6th game day here on CDL Live. Playoff edition, the race to Crash Bowl XVII continues. The click of this here left click button thing.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Ooh.
Alright, CDL fans, welcome back for another playoff game day here on August 6th. We start off this game day with a little bit of a camera error. You'll notice the difference in qualities at the beginning of the vid and the end of the vid. So we had a little camera complications during this game here. The St. Louis Twisters, the number 6 seed of the West, and the Roswell Aliens, the number 3 seed of the West, the defending Western Conference champions, back-to-back I might add, are down in this series 2-1. Looking to come back here and tie it here. Back here on home turf in Game 4. Of course, St. Louis, they would love to take a 3-1 series lead back home for Game 5. Let's find out who's going to have their way in this one. Game 4, Aliens, Twisters. It's our first game of the day here on our August 6th game day on CDL Live. 2013 CDL Playoffs, the quest for the Crash Bowl, continues. Enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another game day here in CDL Live. Our Demolition League, August 6th game day. Alright, August 6th game day. Game 4 is about to take place here. These best out of 7 series are first one up. The number 16 of the Western Conference, the St. Louis Twisters. You hear their theme song playing. Going home, the Roswell Aliens. The number 3 seed Southern Division champions. Let's take a look at what these people bring to the table for Game 4. Mini track will start things off for St. Louis, followed by the Alamo 1. The Silver Indian will take the hit spot for St. Louis, and a 5-point gainer will be Mustang 2. The home side of the field. F1 Racer will take the front runner position for the Roswell Aliens, followed by Spectre. Dragon Cloud will be at the captain spot, and that 5-point gainer will be Double Shot. So here we go. We get ready to get the team. St. Louis is ready. Roswell is ready. The Twisters lead this series 2-1. They're going to take a 3-1 series lead on the road. The Aliens on home turf trying to tie the series up. There we go. It's going to be 5-5. The Alamo 1 and Spec right now going at it. It's going to be 10-10. No teams have the lead yet. So we got a little camera problem.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to CDL Live. Actually, welcome to CDL Live, where we had a little bit of camera trouble here and some trouble with our operations here on our end. But we got a 10-10 game here in Game 4 between these St. Louis Twisters and those Roswell Aliens. Two tie collisions, and I'm about to show you them, as a matter of fact, if I can. I don't know how quite I'm going to show you, though. I wonder if you can watch a vid while playing a vid at the same time, but you know what? I'm not even going to risk it. If I am able to get the video up there, I will, but I don't want to risk another camera error by showing you guys. All I can tell you is that Mini Trek started off with F1 Racer, so here's Mini Trek. Here's F1 Racer over here. Both cars went down on a collision, so we were tied at 5. Then Diablo 1 came out for St. Louis, went up against Spectite for Roswell, and we had a tie game, 10-10. They both went down. So now we have Silver Indy out there for the St. Louis Twisters, and whoop, there he is. There's Dragonfly for the Roswell Aliens. They're going to be coming out next to face each other to break the tie if they can. If not, we got Mustang 2 back there at 5-point gainer for St. Louis, and double shots back there for Roswell. This best of 7 series going on, Game 4. St. Louis, even though they are the underdogs, they lead this series 2-1. So as we get ready to get the rest of this game finished, and like I said, I'm going to try to find a way. And you'll know, because it'll be on this video here that you're watching, if I was able to get the vid actually up and saved on the program, but nonetheless, here we go. Silver Indy out there for St. Louis. Dragonfly out there for Roswell. Game 4 tied at 10. Interference call. Silver Indy and Dragonfly. Dragonfly stays up that time, and he does again. Silver Indy's really been a thorn in Roswell's side, and he is this game. 15-10 the score. St. Louis in the lead, looking to close it out. Silver Indy up against double shots, interference call. St. Louis going for a 3-1 series lead. And they got it, damn. 15-10, the Twisters beat the Roswell Aliens. They now lead this best out of 7 series, 3-1. Game 5. In 2 more days, St. Louis has home side of the field. Coming up next, though, Washington Patriots, Pittsburgh Destroyers, be next on CDL Live. Like I said, I'm going to try to get those games on this bit. Well, the start of this past game, I'm going to try to get it on this bit. Swear to God, I'm trying my freaking hardest. Don't know how much I'll be able to do, but I am going to try. So, yeah, Washington, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh leads the best out of 7 series, 2-1. It's next on CDL Live. All right, now coming up next, Eastern Conference quarterfinals. The number 2 seeded Pittsburgh Destroyers back home for Game 4 to take on the Washington Patriots. Pittsburgh leads the series 2-1 here on home turf, looking to take a 3-1 lead before having to go back to Washington for Game 5, and Washington hopes a possible maybe Game 6. Of course, the Patriots trying to tie this series today at 2. Let's find out what's going to happen. Destroyers, Patriots, next on CDL Live. All right, ladies and gentlemen, another Game 4 about to happen. The Pittsburgh Destroyers are home today. In Game 4, looking to take a 3-1 series lead over the number 7 seeded Washington Patriots. So, let's take a look at these lineups. For the 7 seeded Patriots, they got Black Phantom coming out first, followed by Blue 512. As a captain spot is Cockroach, and Crack Rod takes 5-point games. The home side of the field, Zebra starts things off for the Pittsburgh Destroyers, followed by Green Blades. One junior as a captain spot at 5-point gainer. That is Paradise. So, we're about to get Game 4 underway. Destroyers lead the series 2-1, best out of 7. If you didn't know, both these teams looking for a win here. Powers up on the field. Washington trying to tie the series. Can they get it done? Find out. It's going to be 5-5. No interference on the field there. Black Phantom goes down, so does Zebra. Green Blaze and Blue 5-12 now. Oh, they both tip back up. This time Green Blaze will get the flip on them. 10-5 Pittsburgh. One flip away from taking a 3-1 series lead. Cockroach gets stuck at the front end. And Green Blaze staying up there. On fire today. Oh, almost went down, but he stays up. And no right away given. They got stuck in the field again. Cockroach out there again. Green Blaze. Both these teams going at it. And we still are. Don't have a flip out of them yet. Green Blaze stays up there. 10-5 Pittsburgh in the lead. Oh, almost tied there. But Green Blaze rolling back up. Raise them from the head. Cockroach trying to get the flip here. Playing good defense so far, but Green Blaze has played good defense, but that time he goes down. 10-10, Patriots tied the game up. One junior now out there for the Destroyers. Destroyers and Patriots going at it here. Score tied at 10. Cockroach out there against What Junior. Cockroach and What Junior, interference call. They'll go at it again from their own side of the field. And that's a right away, but Cockroach can't take advantage of it. What Junior out there against Cockroach. Interference call, both these cars going at it. Good game on our hands. Oh, Cockroach stays up somehow. Stays up again. Powerful collisions between both cars. And this time Cockroach is down. 15-10. The score is 15-10. Pittsburgh in the lead. Crocodile trying to force this game into overtime. What Junior trying to end this game to give Pittsburgh a 3-1 series lead. And What Junior is down. Off screen but down. Crocodile takes him down. And game 4 is going into overtime. Paradox up against Crocodile in OT. Paradox, one of the best 5-point gainers in the league. See how he does here against Crocodile. Crocodile is down, and the Destroyers win Game 4 in overtime. They take a 3-1 series lead over the Washington Patriots, looking to close it out in Game 5. Coming up next on CDL Live, San Jose Storm on the road to take on the Los Angeles Blades. Game 4 in their best-out-of-7 series. Blades, of course, leading that series 2-1 after San Jose took the first game. Let's see if they can tie the series here at 2. Alex Johnson? Don't think that's going to happen. We're about to find out what's going to happen next on CDL Live. Alright folks, it's time for our next game here on CDL Live. Another Game 4, of course. San Jose Storm, the number 8 seed of the West, on the road to take on the number 1 seeded Los Angeles Blades. The Blades, after being down this series 1-0, now have a 2-1 lead. Looking for a 3-1 lead here on home turf. The Storm, of course, want to take a 2-2 tie back into San Jose for Game 5 there. Let's see what happens. Storm, Blades, Game 4, next on CDL Live.
I love LA.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CDL Live. Our next game on tap. The number 8 seed of the Western Conference, the San Jose Storm, taking the field. Going up against the Los Angeles Blades, Alex Johnson. Hoping his Blades can take a 3-1 series lead, Metallica 11-47. Hoping the San Jose Storm can tie this series up at 2. So, teams get set up. See Alex Johnson setting up his squad right now. Get you down the field and show you these players here in this Game 4. Starting off for the San Jose Storm will be 48 hours. Followed by Phantom. Wasp will take the captain spot, and that 5-point gainer will be split in 2. The home side of the field, the Los Angeles Blades start off with Relina, followed by Red Spectite. And at the captain spot will be Black Star, and then that 5-point gainer is Reagan Jr. Anyway, that LA team sets up. It's a hard line to face. And we'll see what happens here. San Jose backs up on their side of the field. LA backs up on their side. Here we go. Blades and Storm, Game 4, best out of 7 series. Blades lead it 2 games to 1. 48 hours out there against Relina. No flip on the play there. That was Johnson across the field here. Watching this team play. Still no flip. Still a tie game. Still scoreless. 48 hours with Relina go at it. Good matchup right now. No score. Ooh, Relina stays up. And he'll stay up again. 48 hours in Relina putting on a show like no other here. Interference call, just barely. Would have been a 5-0 Storm lead. But, gave an interference call. Go at it again, another interference call. Let me get some from there. Alright. So, you call that repair timeout now if you want to repair on it. So the score, still scoreless. Interference. Oh, a brush. Right there, would have been 5-0 LA that time. So both teams have an interference that worked against them so far. Still scoreless. Relina in 48 hours going at it. Close game, close battle here. 48 hours in Relina. Neither of them wanting to go down. Both of them refusing to go down. Both of them still up, and they keep going in, and 48 hours has the flip. Timeout call by Alex Johnson. And the Los Angeles Blades, they're down in this game 5-0. And Alex has red spectite over there. We'll try to get in a little bit closer to see what's going on during this repair timeout. Why, dude? We can do this. It makes sense. They've never seen stuff like this before. You want all this here? Dude, there's scissors. There's scissors. Where are they? Just find them. You see Alex Johnson working on red spectite before he goes out there. Saw a problem with him before he was going to send him out onto the field. A little late to help play at the same time. That's why he gets 3 timeouts. 48 hours waiting his next opponent. Had a great battle with Relina. And no shame to be had by Relina. He put up one heck of a fight as he lays over there upside down. 5-0 Storm here in Game 4. The repairs continue on red spectite. And we'll be back. 5-0 Storm. So keep watching CDL Live. Yeah, it's still going. Spectite. You think now? Alright, we are about to continue this game. Game 4 between the number 1 and 8 seeds of the West, the 8 seeded San Jose Storm, trying to tie this series, and the Los Angeles Blades, the number 1 seed of the West, looking to take a 3-1 series lead. 5-0 San Jose here after that repair timeout. Red Spectite is ready now to take on 48 hours. And we got a tie game, just like that. 5-5 the score. Red Spectite now out there against Phantom. And Phantom stays up that time somehow, some way. They switch sides. This is Red Spectite's weaker side on this road side of the field. And Phantom, good on the home side, he gets the flip. 10-5 San Jose, but here comes Black Star. Ooh, almost ties the game there. They switch sides cleanly. Interference call, but no flip. And 15-5 will end the game. San Jose Storm tied the series up at 2 with the 15-5 win here in Game 4. We got a series on our hands in the Western Conference. Alex is upset. He takes.
Help your buddy out in this game too.
I'm not helping him. Okay. we get the blame game. Nonetheless, 15-5 San Jose has the win. Buffalo Warriors, Bradford Brawlers, their game 4 next on CDL Live. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another game 4, the last one of this August 6 game day. Last game of this August 6 game day, I should say. Eastern Conference quarterfinals. Number 5 seeded Buffalo Warriors on the road to take on the number 4 seeded defending world champions, the Bradford Brawlers. Buffalo made this a series back in Game 3. They won it. Now in Game 4, they look to tie the series at 2. Of course, Bradford on home turf, where they haven't lost in the playoffs so far, looking to get another win here and go 3-1 in the series. Well, take a 3-1 lead, I should say. Nonetheless, I'm mixing up my words. Let's just get you right down to the game. Brawlers, Warriors, next on CDL Live. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our next game on CDL Live. Game 4 about to go down between two Eastern Conference teams, Eastern Conference quarterfinals. The number 5 seed Buffalo Warriors on the road against the number 4 seed Bradford Brawlers. Take a look at the lineups that they bring to this game. Of course, Bradford over there leads the series 1-0, but Buffalo trying to tie it up today. They'll start off with Blue Dragon, followed by Tyrell. At the captain spot will be What, and that 5-point gainer will be Blue BMW. To the home side of the field, Green Indy will start things off first for Bradford, followed by Buzzsaw. At the captain spot will be Spinebuster, and that 5-point gainer will be Dirty Rat. So here we go. Game 4 about to begin. Between the Buffalo Warriors and the Bradford Brawlers. Brawlers lead the series 2-1, looking to take a 3-1 lead. Buffalo looking to tie this series. Interference call. Oh, here. Just hit Spinebuster. Yeah, you don't see nothing. I guess that wasn't an interference either. He just nailed in the buzzsaw. So another interference call, and it's going to be 5-0 the score. Bradford in the lead. Oh, right away given? Nope. Not going to be able to take advantage of Tyrell out there against Green Indy, and Green Indy gets the good flip. 10-0 Bradford in the lead. Now What out there trying to keep Buffalo alive in this game? Yeah, Alex. Yeah, I'm fixing it. That's what you think, man. And if you don't think it's fair lead, then why are you still here? Interference. And yeah, I hear you mumbling, dude. I'm not deaf. Another interference called. 10-0 the score. Bradford in the lead. Buffalo trying to keep alive in this game. They do. What? Takes down Green Indy, and now will face off against Buzzsaw. Buzzsaw and What? Going at it here. Interference call. Buzzsaw good defensively in the CWL, and they both go down. 15-10 the score. Bradford in the lead. One flip away from taking a 3-1 series lead. Buffalo one flip away from tying this game and sending Game 4 into overtime. We're still up there. And look at what has just happened here. Woo! Wheels landed down. That will count as a flip. Timeout. I guess the final timeout to make the repair, but it's not really necessary. But because the wheels were still down, even though the top came off, wheels still flat down. As you see, as I pull up the side, that is the top part of his car. That's the bottom part. He might have lost the whole top half, but it is a good flip. 15-10, that will be the final. The Bradford Brawlers have a win here in Game 4. They take a 3-1 series lead over the Buffalo Warriors. A little bit of destruction never hurt Snow one, right? Final score 15-10. Bradford gets the win. More playoff games coming at you tomorrow on CDL Live. See you next time.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Ooh.